little sweet Leos, my little soul warriors. Okay, today I'm going to do your reading. I do need to say I'm no longer taking personal readings. Okay, so these are the decks: Wizard's Tarot, Dragon Tarot, Angels and Ancestors, Magical Dimensions, and the Gilded Reverie, and this is a Fairy Wisdom Oracle. Okay, so let's get started. What do they want me to start out with today? All right, so let's see. Wow. Oh, this is nice. Hold on, let me get all these decks out of the way for right now. Okay. So, this is, let me take my glasses off. This is the Eight of Pentacles. You're working, right now, you're working very hard. You see all the pentacles around? It's just that you are focusing on your work right now. Whatever you're doing, you're focusing pretty hard on it, and you're doing a lot of it. And this, oh, I love this card. This is the Ace of Cups, and the universe is handing you a cup of love. And this is nurturing, love, kindness, everything you could imagine. It's just so sweet. But the universe is giving this to you. They want you to have that. And you have two aces right out of the bat. Okay, this is the Ace of Swords. And you notice that there's sort of like magic and magical mist or something around it. And a little, looks like a little bird there. Okay. To me, birds are of the air. They can bring you messages. They used to use pigeons a long time ago in World War II and prior to that for messages. So I always look at birds like they're bringing you messages. But this is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is also, see right here, it's being given to you. There's a hand just appearing out of nowhere. So the universe, spirit, is handing you this sort of, it's a sort of truth, but it's also a sort of, you can defend yourself with the sword or you can harm. In this case, I think it's also defending you. Okay, these are beautiful cards. You're working really hard. Okay, what do they want me to do? One more round of these. They're saying no. Okay. 2. And these are the Dragon Tarot, as I said. And we'll see if they want me to read it upside down. Let's get there first. Okay. You've had some sort of epiphany. This is the Tower card, and you see how the dragon is just squeezing the tower. It's got to come down. The Tower card is, it's a mental thing. We have built and put ourselves in a little prison room at the top because of our thinking. That's what the Tower is. Our thoughts were created on faulty thoughts, untruth. Okay, and so, but we believe that, and I'll say this, I said this on another one of my readings. I have a beautiful, beautiful friend, lovely, sweet woman. She was married to a man that ran around all the time and physically abused her. And the thing was, she kept making excuses for him. She believed he loved her, you know, he just got so jealous. She didn't do anything to make him jealous, but that's why he hit her. But that kept her in that relationship. Those thoughts kept her in that relationship. And one day she just woke up. She had an epiphany. Now, I'm not saying this is anything like you, but the thing is, she kept herself in that marriage because she believed some faulty thoughts. So whatever your faulty thoughts were, it kept you in prison. It could have just been, not having enough confidence, not believing in yourself, believing you weren't worthy. And so those thoughts kept you depressed or maybe unconfident. So the thing is, you've had some sort of epiphany. The tower is always your own thoughts that have put you somewhere. And usually, in the Rider-Waite, some people call it the original tarot cards. They're not. But anyway, there's a lightning strike from up above. It's like the universe said, no, we've had enough of your pain. Bam, you're going to wake up. Okay? So they give you an epiphany. Now then, what direction you go after that is your choice. And this is the Four of Swords. Let me go back just a little bit. You have two aces, and then you have a major arcana card. So the major arcana are major situations in your life, and you have had one. So, but you are working hard now after this. Okay, and these two are aces. They're not major arcana cards, but for me, they are very significant. Okay, now this is the Four of Swords, and you see how the little dragon is sleeping, he's resting, and the swords are up here, and then he's sleeping on one. It means that you're kind of trying to heal through everything you've been through. Okay, so the swords are still there, the pain is still there, but you're resting. It's not as bad. You see, they're not stabbing you anymore, so they're sideways. So you're kind of getting over something. You're healing. Okay, and this one, do they want me to read it straight up? Yes, they're saying straight up. Okay, and this is you've got the Knight of Swords. You have it right on top of the Ace of Swords. So you see, a knight usually comes in pretty fast, except for the Knight of Pentacles. But the king sent the knights here and there, so they were running back and forth all the time. But in this card, there's a sword. Can you see it? A little closer here. And it's in a tornado. He can't get to it. So, in my opinion, this one means that, and see how the sword is stabbed down? Okay. But this is trying to come in fast, but it can't. He can't quite get to that sword. And it could also mean that you are very protected. Again, with this card, the universe is giving you this sword, but they're not allowing anyone to harm you. Okay? And I believe that's what this is right here. Okay. And I'm feeling one more of these. And again, these are the Wizards deck. I'm sorry if I normally, my voice is normally low, and so sometimes it drops, so I'm hoping you can hear me. All right. The King of Swords. This is who you are. You are working very diligently on yourself and something else. You had a huge epiphany. Hold on. It had to do with yourself, of course, the way you were thinking. Well, that makes sense. Okay, I'm just listening to what they're telling me. And you are also the King of Swords. Now, look at the swords you have already in this deck. But you see, he's got the sword sideways again. You are a very powerful person. I don't think you always know how powerful you are, although Leos tend to be very strong. They can go out like a lion of the pride will go out, and they know who they are. They know they're meant to protect. It's just innate in them. And so I think you are a very strong protector. You protect your family or whatever you have to, your business, your loved one. You see the sword is sideways, so it's not harming anyone. You are, and I'm going to have to say this too, but let me finish this one. Okay, you have worked your way up. Okay, you're not born into royalty. In the tarot cards, you have to work your way up to get there, to get to be a king or a queen. But if you look, this man's face, I'm trying to bring it in really close, he looks very solemn. He's not like a happy person, doesn't have a smile on his face. And for a King of Swords, it's someone that will protect. They will do what they have to. They don't wear their heart on their sleeves. They make decisions based on logic and facts. It's not that they don't have a heart, but that's what they do. They make decisions on what they know and what they've learned. So to me, you're working very hard. You've learned some lessons, okay? And now you're here. And now, since you've learned, you make your decisions based on what you've learned in logic and facts. Okay? And I'm going to bring these two up again too, because these are also, again, this Ace of Swords, and then of course the Knight of Swords. Both of them also mean that you are a protector. Not only is the universe giving this to you, but that's who you are. You're a protector, okay? And there again, I don't think on this one, I don't think anyone can get to a sword to harm you. And you see it's facing down, okay? I think you are one of those people that will fight for your family, whatever you believe in. You're very strong. Very, very strong. Okay, and wow. All right, this is the World, and this is also another major arcana. You've had some kind of epiphany, and now it's bringing you the World. And this means a whole new lifestyle or change for you. It's a new path, okay? But you see, she's got two wands. She's got a wand in this hand and a wand in this hand. You have total control. She's like the universe here. And that's who you are. And there again, there's a bird. You see the bird in the background? Something is coming in. Messages, and the universe is bringing this in for you. And there's a little fairy up here too. Sometimes you get so work orientated and what you have to do, you forget to believe in the little magical things. And there's also, if you see this is a little lizard. I never know. But in a lot of the stories, the lizards, they thought they could live through fire. Okay? And you are a fire sign. So this is beautiful. You have a whole new world, realm coming in. You're a little bit serious though. Oh, okay. And this is death. Death is not a bad card. It means that there was once something dies, you can't resurrect it, unless you believe in the Walking Dead or something like that. But so whatever happened to you, it's dead and gone. Okay? It caused a huge epiphany, and then it made you move up in your path. You've learned so much. You're not going back, but you're creating a new path. The universe is giving it to you. Wow. Okay. I'm thinking one of your other readings, you got something similar too. All right. This is the Gilded Revelry. I never can get that out. Deck, and it is a Lenormand. And I don't use this all the time because, let me tell you, it can tell you the best thing in the way, it's very honest. And sometimes it may tell you you're very egotistical, or in other times it may tell you you're just the sweetest little thing in the world. But it's very, very honest. And I always say Leos can take it. If something something comes out that they need to fix, they can take it. Oh, okay. Did I do them all upside down? I sure did. Okay. This is, and now let me explain this. I don't equate these to the regular tarot deck. Some of them I do, but I am very visually orientated, so that's what keys my intuitiveness. But as I said, birds are messengers, but owls mate for life. Can you see this? This is just a beautiful, beautiful card. So I think what's coming for you, or what you're hoping for, is a true mate. And owls will do anything for their children, their little families. See the little babies there? And the male will go out and hunt, just like a Leo lion, a lion in the pride. So this is very, I think you are a very strong protector. Again, you will do what you have to for your family if you have a family. I think some of you have children. Whether you're male or female, as a king just means you're more active than you would be a queen, but you have the same attributes, only you're, I don't want to say you're a little stronger, you're just more active. You will get things done. Now, here's the thing. Most females who have a family, the majority of them, there are some women that are not good mothers, but the majority of them, they're doing, they're cooking dinner, they're taking care of the kids, some of them are working, they're doing everything. So they are just as strong as a male, but they don't maybe go out and do the sort of the male thing so much. Okay? But this is who you are. I think some of you do have a family, but I think this is what, hold on just a minute. Okay, this is what I'm being told. Some of you have a love of your life, and some of you had, and some of you are wanting, which does make sense because I'm speaking to so many people, hopefully. Okay. And this is, you see, this is 10, and if you'd like to look it up, feel free. This is a bear, and you see all the ice? This is a polar bear, and you see he's swimming half in the water. Can you see that? Okay, and that's what polar bears do. But water means emotions, okay? And it's turned to ice. Some of your emotions have crystallized. They're very solid. But you see this bear is trying to survive in the winter. They can go through the ice and the cold because of their fur. So for some of those thoughts that have solidified around you, you can take it. You're a tough puppy, let me tell you. But winter also means, sometimes it means time to relax. But a polar bear doesn't have that. That's when the whole polar bear hunts all the time to survive. But usually it means a little bit of hibernation, okay? So it means you need to rest a little bit. All right, and this is the 10. And you see here, there's a book, but it's like steampunk. It's like it has to go around before you can unlock it. So you're trying to unlock, after this situation died, you're trying to get some knowledge. Knowledge is always books. So you're trying to learn something, but it's still ticking around, it doesn't look like you can open it just yet. All right, now, love these cards. These are beautiful cards. What are they wanting me to do now? Oh, they're telling me, all right, this is strange. I usually do these toward the end, and they're telling me to take them from the middle. And everything's been pre-shuffled. All right. Did I get the whole thing? Again, I got the whole deck upside down. So I'm not reading reversals. So this is this is contemplation, silence, knowing, and releasing control. I don't ever advocate releasing control. I'll tell you why. If we want something, we have to keep seeing that coming. Okay? We can't just go, oh, well, whatever you want to bring me, universe. That doesn't happen. You have to see something. Now, you don't have to, some people just think it and then they have faith and they don't go back to, I mean, they may go back to it. Oh, well, they're believing they get a new house or something. And they're saying, well, universe is going to bring it to me. And then they go on just living their life and they still plan for the new house. You can never let go if you're hoping for something in the future. Not, let me rephrase that word, not hoping, but knowing, okay? But there are times when you have to enjoy life. And that's what they're telling you. You know, just shut down. That goes along with the healing. It's not that you're letting go of what's going to come to you, but you need to just sometimes just back off, take a little time for yourself, just have some fun, whether it's a glass of tea, a glass of wine, just sit and relax, maybe go outside. I love going outside at night. I love feeling the breeze and looking at the sky, and that may be, you see, this is, I can show you here, there's a little temple, if you can see it. It's kind of ethereal. It's very difficult to see in the cards, and this is probably Buddha with the third eye. So you're still thinking. You've got your third eye is basically means you're thinking, concentrating. So you're still thinking and you're concentrating. And here you have the celestial temple that's coming your way. But you find that out more when you, I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk louder. When you just go in yourself, inside yourself, and just kind of relax a little bit, and then you can think about something. But I always find that you have to think about something happy. You, when you're soul searching, if there's something about yourself you want to change, all you have to say is, well, you know, say you don't like getting angry all the time, and you ask yourself, why do I get angry? Trust me, it'll come up. So it's not like a deep thing. Now, trying to get rid of it, figure out a way to get rid of it, that's sometimes a little bit more difficult. But it will come up, whatever you're trying to change inside yourself. But you do need to just kind of relax sometimes, enjoy yourself. Okay. And that, again, let me bring this up. I'm sorry. Because you are working so hard, sometimes you focus on work so much you forget to enjoy yourself. Okay. Now, this is emotional freedom, vulnerability, flowing, and rebalancing. And what they're trying to tell you so far is that after this situation that died, you had the epiphany, the situation died, but now you are trying to get back to a new you, trying to, after the epiphany, you're trying to get back to a better you, where you don't think the same way you thought before, okay? But you're a little bit vulnerable right now. You've been through quite a bit. Let me lower this down so you can see it better. And they're wanting you you're wanting also to have emotional freedom. Um, okay, sometimes what you're begging for and desiring so much is, why can't I let go of this hurt, this harm? Why do I always feel so much pain? And you're wanting to do, like some people have finally reached a plateau where they know it happened, but they don't have any emotional pain connected with it anymore. And some of it was quite bad for some of these people, but they just, all of a sudden, they don't have that pain connected. They can remember it, but they just don't have that pain connected with it. And that's what you're wanting, okay? You're wanting emotional freedom. That is exactly right. And this is, you can see, she's in the water. Those are emotions. Okay, there's water flowing in the background. Those are emotions. But you see all this beautiful little sparkles, put it that way, energy sparkles. And that's what's all around you. You just don't know it. You're trying to reach that. You're doing so well. And they're saying that, again, you've got different cards telling you to kind of relax a little bit. This one is telling you, let me pull them out. Silence, knowing, you know, it says releasing control, but it's more like relaxing for a bit, okay? And then, of course, this, which means, you know, sort of, it's in the winter, you're still working, but you do need to kind of hibernate and relax. And let me find your other card. Where is it? Hold on. There it is, right there. And this is also relaxing and healing. So right now, you're a little bit vulnerable. Guess what you've got coming, though? A new life. But you do need to, what they want you to do is kind of working so hard, and I think you're working on yourself too, but you've got to take time for yourself, take time out to just smell the roses, sort of, you know, enjoy life, okay? Enjoy some things in it. There's always such beauty in life that no matter how distraught or how bad things get, there's always things that we can see of beauty. Okay, and this is isolation, loneliness, reconnection, and home. And there again, this goes along with your, where's your owls? There we are. Owls are home, family. I think that's something you really love. But you are a huge protector. You will fight to the death for your family. Not that that's ever going to happen, but that's the way lions are. That's the way Leo is. They will protect their family. And then you've got the sword saying protector. So wolves also, wolves get such a bad rap from Hollywood and books. There's never been a case where a wolf has attacked a human without provocation. And wolves are one of the only species, other than gorillas or possibly chimps, that will raise a human baby, or try to. That's true. That's where Rome came from. But there have been cases of that known. So very family orientated. You will protect them. But I think you feel lonely at this time. And your home is so important. Your family is so important to you. And you see the wolf is howling at the moon. It's what they just need to, when the moon comes out, they just need to howl. And that's another thing they're telling you. Take a little time for yourself. Just howl at the moon. Do what makes you happy. That's what wolves do. It just feels good to them. Okay? All right. Hold on. This is Angels and Oracles. And sometimes they do tell me to take cards from the middle or from the back, but they haven't today. And that's always so amazing to me, because just as these cards, I took them from the middle. There is no way that they could have just come out randomly, and they are each telling you the correct thing. They're reiterating what the prior card said. So this is, oh, got two of them here. Oh, two of them came out. Okay. When two come out, I always leave them. They're meant to come out. That's what I believe. This is the stag. And this is trust and thrive. This is, you need to trust in yourself a little bit more. And you're waiting, I mean, after this horrible situation, but you're waiting. And there goes, here's your knowledge in your little card, right here. You're waiting, but you have to trust. We all, patience is should be stricken from the dictionary as far as I'm concerned. I am not a patient person. I don't know who likes waiting for stuff. It's not something humans are good at. So, but they do want you to trust and just be a little happy. It says, and thrive. So, you're working so hard. You just gotta take a little time for yourself, okay? And this is the oracle. Wait for another one. Wait for important information. And there again, this first, you're being handed the Ace of Swords from the universe, and the Ace of Swords is truth. Okay, it's some knowledge that you are going to obtain, right? And when you get handed from the universe, it's like you all of a sudden back off and you see it's like you're an owl or a hawk flying above, and you see the trees and the little animals scurrying about and everything. You see the water, but you see it from a different angle. You're up higher, and so that's what this is giving you. It's giving you the truth. Okay, and this is two different cards, two different decks. This is wait for important messages, and then you also have this one. The time is just not, it's not quite here yet, but it's coming in pretty fast, I believe. And also for an oracle is someone who they see things, like they see in the future, okay? You see she's looking at this little bowl of smoke or whatever it is, and she's got her eyes closed. She's seeing things. So I think that you've seen things from a different perspective. You're very intuitive. So you actually are trying to create a better you and a better world, and trust me, it's coming because you have the World card. Okay, now this is Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. Here's another card of trust. You've got cards of rest, heal, take time for yourself. You know, it's coming, but they're all telling you to just trust in what's going to happen. I think you might be going through a little, you're working so hard to keep your head above water and everything. But for some of you, I think it might be a pretty drastic, just trying so hard to manage with your money and your finances. But they're asking you to trust, because the old way of thinking is no longer there. And when you replace that old way of thinking with something new, some belief or something else, that's when things start to change for you. Direction, this is Direction Guardian, and you see there's a looks like an eagle pointing his head this way, the lion, oh my gosh, the lion, Leo, this way, and then there's a buffalo that way, and so there's all sorts of different directions, and then you've got an angel here. So you have the choice of which way you want to go after this epiphany, okay? Which direction do you want to go? It says choose your path. There we go. Wow. Okay. They're telling me one more of these from the back. Let me see what our time. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is, I'm going to read these, and then I don't like to spread time out this far. Okay, this is the High Priestess again on top of the Oracle. You are harness mystical power. You are very intuitive. Make a decision on which path you want to go, because just think about it inside. But you've got to take some time for yourself, okay? So you can figure out what to do. Make plans and focus. You know, these are just so amazing. I always think cards are like little entities that always talk to us. That's my belief, because I am a reader. But it's like Spirit is talking to you. But they want you to make plans so you can figure out which way you need to go now. Just back off, relax a little bit, take some time for yourself, and then make some plans, because you've got the world coming. And this is the Knight. Be brave and honest. Another sword. Okay, I think you are very brave, and I think let me see. I think sometimes you're not honest with yourself. Okay, I think you're a very honest and reliable person, but I think sometimes you're not honest with yourself. I think you I'm trying to listen, just a minute. Okay, I'm just going to say this. For some of you, you have a bit of an ego, okay? And we all need self-confidence. We all need belief in ourselves. Some people call that an ego. But sometimes you're a little, you're reluctant to let go. Put it that way. That's what brought you to this situation before that died, okay? So you're reluctant to believe it. Sometimes we see red flags, but we just can't accept them until one day, bam, like a tower moment. So these are beautiful cards, and I hate to keep going on, but they told me to pick these 3 cards before I even did the reading. I got up this morning and they said, we want you to put these cards in. And I was, okay. This is the Birth of Magic. Oh my gosh, again. And I just mixed them up, and I just took them out of the deck. But this is knowing that you are magical. Okay, and what this card also says is, you know how when a child is, they believe in magic so much. You know, Santa Claus, you know, fairies, you know, little dragons, everything. But they want you to trust in yourself a little bit more. Start believing in some of that magic, and it is happening inside you. That's where true magic happens. Wow, no wonder they told me. Okay, and this is this is coffee break, and I just had forgotten what the cards were after the meaning, after the reading. But this means take some time for yourself. Just exactly what the cards have said. Take some time for yourself. Don't concentrate so much on things you have to get done at that time. Just take some time, relax, just try to be happy, find things that make you happy and think about it. And then think about which way do you want to go? Which new path? Because you've got a new path, trust me. And this is this is Bad Dragon. And the thing about it here is that this card means we've all made mistakes. No matter what. It doesn't matter who you are. You can't live on this planet without making mistakes. Maybe a baby, but after that, when you start growing up, I don't care what it is, we've all made some mistakes. But it's saying, don't always beat yourself up for the mistakes you have made. Okay? There's always freedom. All right, people. I do love you, little Leo. I think the message for this reading definitely is you're working so hard. You love your family. You're a solid family person. if you don't have one, that is what you want. There are some of you that are younger and want one, but you are a protector. There's no doubt about it. You will do anything you have to for your family or for the ones you love. So even your friends. But something died, some situation ended. Now you've got a new path. Figure out which path you want to go on. Take a coffee break, take some time, whether it's wine or coffee or tea or whatever. Go somewhere, sit down, relax by yourself. Just figure out what you want to do, because, hang on, you're destined for this, for the whole world at your feet. But what you want. That doesn't mean people are going to bow down to you, but it means you can create your new path, your new world. Okay, people, I do love you. I'm sorry I ran over so long, but this is for you, little Leo. Love you so much, and I will see you next time.